Welcome to AI Decoded, the podcast that demystifies artificial intelligence and explores how it's transforming our world. And before we begin, here's something that makes this show truly unique. AI Decoded is the first podcast about artificial intelligence created by a supervised AI. That's right. Every episode is written, structured, and produced with the help of AI, guided by human experts, to bring you not just the most up-to-date and relevant content, but insights that are accurate and focused on what you really need to understand. I'm Emma Clark, and I'm thrilled to be your guide on this journey into one of the most transformative and fascinating technologies of our time.
And I'm Michael Reynolds. Whether you're an AI enthusiast, a tech professional looking to stay ahead of the curve, or just someone curious about all the buzz around AI, this podcast is for you. We're here to break down the complexity, demystify the jargon, and show you how AI is changing the world, one innovation at a time.
Our goal is simple: to make AI accessible and relatable for everyone. You don't need a PhD in computer science to understand this podcast. We'll take you through the basics, walk you through real-world applications, and explore what AI means for your career, your business, and your daily life. Few industries impact human lives as directly as healthcare, and AI is playing a major role in making diagnoses faster, treatments more personalized, and medical research more efficient. The AI healthcare market is projected to surpass $190 billion by 2030, and we're already seeing life-saving innovations powered by AI.
That's right, Emma. AI is being used in diagnostics, drug discovery, robotic-assisted surgery, and even patient care automation. According to a 2024 McKinsey report, AI-powered healthcare solutions can improve patient outcomes by 30 to 40% and reduce healthcare costs by up to 25%. The future of medicine is being shaped by AI, so let's dive into the key areas where it's making an impact.
One of the most revolutionary applications of AI in healthcare is in medical diagnostics. AI-powered tools can analyze X-rays, MRIs, CT scans, and other medical images with greater speed and accuracy than human radiologists.
That's because AI models trained on millions of medical images can detect subtle anomalies that even experienced doctors might miss. Google's DeepMind AI has developed medical imaging models that outperform human radiologists in detecting breast cancer and eye diseases. DeepMind's AI has been shown to detect breast cancer with 94.5% accuracy, reducing false positives by 6% and false negatives by 9%. AI-powered eye disease detection can identify diabetic retinopathy and macular degeneration up to 5 years before symptoms appear.
And it's not just imaging. AI-powered natural language processing (NLP) models can scan patient records, pathology reports, and genetic data to detect diseases earlier and recommend treatments. Mayo Clinic uses AI to scan electronic health records (EHRRS) to detect early signs of heart disease, stroke, and neurological conditions. Their AI model predicts heart failure risk with 83% accuracy, allowing doctors to intervene early. AI is transforming everything from radiology and pathology to dermatology and ophthalmology. One big shift we're seeing is the rise of multimodal AI, systems that combine image data, lab results, and clinical notes to make a diagnosis. Page AI developed one of the first FDA-approved AI pathology platforms for cancer diagnosis, which analyzes digitized tissue slides with deep learning to identify cancerous patterns. Studies show that Page's AI improves diagnostic accuracy in prostate and breast cancer by up to 15%, especially in early-stage cases, reducing interpathologist variability by over 30%.
And that reduction in variability is a big deal. Different doctors can interpret pathology slides differently. AI helps bring consistency, and it never gets tired or distracted.
AI is also being used to detect skin cancers, which is crucial given how common and deadly melanoma can be if missed early. Skin Vision in the Netherlands developed a mobile app that uses deep learning to assess skin lesions. Users upload photos. AI provides risk assessment in under 30 seconds. Clinical trials show it identifies high-risk skin cancers with 95% sensitivity. Now it is used in over 20 countries, including underserved regions with few dermatologists.
And in ophthalmology, AI is helping detect diabetic retinopathy and glaucoma before symptoms occur, especially important in places where ophthalmologists are scarce. In India, Aravind Eye Hospital and Google Research deployed AI tools in rural eye clinics to screen for diabetic retinopathy using retinal scans. Screening time was reduced from 10 minutes per patient to under 1 minute. Covering over 500,000 patients in high-risk areas, it enabled earlier interventions and prevented vision loss in the thousands of cases.
And this is where AI truly shines. It's scalable. Once trained, the same model can serve patients in a megacity or a remote village. It's not about replacing doctors. It's about extending their reach.
Exactly. And now we're seeing multimodal diagnostic platforms that combine text, images, and structured data. One example is PathAI. They're working on AI models that fuse biopsy imaging with patient EHRs to detect complex diseases like NASH, a form of liver disease that's hard to catch early.
And even in infectious disease, AI is starting to play a diagnostic role. During the early days of COVID-19, InfraVision developed a chest CT analysis tool that helped Chinese hospitals triage patients when test kits were in short supply.
Right. AI flagged likely cases in seconds, easing the burden on radiologists. Since then, similar systems have been adapted for tuberculosis, pneumonia, and even long COVID risk scoring based on symptom clusters and lung scan history.
And it's not just analysis, it's triage. Tools like Curay.ai are being used in emergency departments to prioritize patients with the most urgent findings. So doctors know who needs help first, even before they review the scans. In India and the US, Curay AI artificial intelligence models detect intracranial hemorrhages, lung abnormalities, TB, and more. They are used over 70 countries, especially in low-resource settings, and have helped reduce triage times by over 50% in busy trauma centers. The FDA has cleared them for multiple radiology applications.
All of this adds up to earlier detection, faster decisions, and better outcomes, especially in areas where the shortage of specialists is most acute.
And one of the most exciting frontiers? Predictive diagnostics. AI that identifies patterns indicating risk before disease develops. For example, Bay Labs uses AI echocardiography to spot early signs of heart failure in at-risk patients, years before symptoms show up.
Or take Cognua, which uses AI to assist in early diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder in children as young as 18 months, where early intervention can make a huge difference in developmental outcomes.
So, what we're really looking at is a future where diagnosis isn't reactive. It's proactive, predictive, and personalized.
And accessible. Because with AI, the diagnostic power of top-tier specialists can reach anyone with a smartphone and a connection. That's not just innovation, that's global healthcare equity. The ability to detect diseases before symptoms develop is a game changer for preventive medicine. As AI models continue improving, we'll see even earlier and more precise diagnoses.
Developing new drugs is a slow, expensive process. It typically takes 10 to 15 years and costs over $2.5 billion to bring a new drug to market. AI is dramatically accelerating drug discovery by analyzing chemical compounds, disease pathways, and genetic data to find promising treatments in a fraction of the time.
Definitely. At its core, AI is transforming drug discovery by tackling what used to be the biggest bottlenecks: time, cost, and complexity. The traditional approach involved years of trial and error, huge screening libraries, and siloed lab work. But AI flips that on its head by using generative chemistry, deep learning, and multi-objective optimization. We're talking about AI platforms that generate novel drug molecules from scratch, based on disease biology, toxicity profiles, and predicted efficacy.
Let's break down how it works. The modern AI drug discovery pipeline includes
Target identification. AI scans genomics, proteomics, and pathway databases to identify viable therapeutic targets. Hit generation. Generative models like VAES, variational autoencoders, or GANS, generative adversarial networks, simulate novel compounds that bind to the target. In silico screening, predictive models assess toxicity, ADMET properties, absorption, distribution, metabolism, excretion, toxicity. Lead optimization. Reinforcement learning is used to refine candidate molecules based on desired pharmacological profiles. Preclinical simulation. Simulations of how a compound will perform across various patient models before synthesis.
AI-driven drug discovery has already cut research timelines by up to 60%, reducing R&D costs and getting life-saving drugs to patients faster.
Pfizer and Moderna used AI to analyze millions of virus protein structures and accelerate the development of COVID-19 vaccines. AI helped reduce vaccine development time from 5+ years to under 12 months. In silico medicine developed an AI-generated drug candidate for idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, IPF, in just 46 days. The AI model analyzed billions of molecular structures, predicting which would be most effective.
We're now seeing AI-powered biotech companies emerge that are specializing in AI-generated drugs, and big pharma is taking notice. AI is no longer just assisting drug discovery. It's leading the charge.
Absolutely. We're now seeing an entire class of companies emerge whose core engine is AI. These aren't just startups using AI to improve parts of the process. They've rebuilt the drug discovery pipeline around machine learning from the ground up.
Let's talk about what makes them different. Traditional pharma companies have long timelines, big teams, and often work in silos. These AI-first firms are flipping that on its head with small, agile teams, massive computational power, and closed-loop learning systems.
Exactly. They use AI not just to find drug candidates, but to generate, simulate, optimize, and validate them, often without ever touching a lab until much later. It's a shift from lab first to data first. Take Recursion, for example. They've built a platform that combines automated wet labs, robotics, and computer vision-based phenomics to run thousands of biological experiments per week. And the AI models analyze the cellular imagery to identify how drugs affect disease phenotypes, essentially mapping drug-disease relationships in silico. They've now mapped over 2 trillion relationships using their system. That's more than a human researcher could ever see in a lifetime. And they've partnered with Roche and Bayer, unlocking deals worth over $1.5 billion, focused on oncology and rare diseases.
In the UK, Benevolent AI uses knowledge graphs and graph neural networks to map disease biology from millions of scientific papers and clinical trials. They identified a new indication for an existing rheumatoid arthritis drug during COVID, now being explored in trials, and have partnered with AstraZeneca to tackle kidney and cardiovascular diseases with AI-driven target discovery. Overall, they have reduced early-stage hypothesis generation time from 6 months to under 6 weeks.
That kind of acceleration is game-changing, and in Germany, BioNTech, best known for its mRNA COVID vaccine, has been integrating AI into neoantigen prediction for personalized cancer therapies. BioNTech has partnered with InstaDeep to use its AI models trained on data from tens of thousands of tumor biopsies to simulate how a tumor's mutations will present to the immune system, and to develop custom mRNA vaccines for cancer patients based on individual tumor profiles.
Let's not forget Evotec, also in Germany. They've built a platform called EvoPanomics, which combines AI with multi-omics datasets to accelerate first-in-class drug discovery, especially in the central nervous system and metabolic diseases. The platform processes over 50 million compound target interactions using AI models, and they have partnered with Bristol Myers Squibb in a deal worth up to $1 billion.
And in the US, companies like Relay Therapeutics are using molecular dynamics simulations powered by AI to visualize how proteins shift and fold in real time. This gives them an edge in discovering allosteric inhibitors, a tricky class of drugs that traditional methods often miss. It already has 3 candidates in clinical trials for cancer and genetic diseases, and has raised over $400 million pre-IPO, backed by SoftBank and Google Ventures.
And here's an emerging trend: AI in adaptive clinical trials. Platforms like Unlearn.ai are building digital twins of patients based on historical trial data. These twins serve as synthetic controls, reducing the number of real patients needed and the control group sizes by up to 35%, cutting costs and timelines. It is being used in Alzheimer's and oncology trials to simulate placebo outcomes and increase statistical power.
That's a win-win: faster results and fewer people assigned to placebo arms. Ethically and scientifically, it's a big leap forward.
And AI isn't just helping large pharmas, it's leveling the playing field for rare disease research, where traditional R&D is cost prohibitive. In the UK, Helix focuses on repurposing existing drugs for rare genetic diseases using AI. Their platform evaluates biological pathways, drug interactions, and clinical evidence to find new uses for approved drugs, and has advanced over 10 rare disease candidates into preclinical or clinical stages in under 2 years.
Then there's XtalPi, a China-US-based AI pharma company blending quantum physics, cloud computing, and AI to predict drug crystal structures and stability, critical for formulation and manufacturability.
They use physics-informed neural networks to simulate molecular behavior and screen for stability, solubility, and absorption, all before a compound is ever synthesized. This cuts early-stage development time by 50 to 60%.
And Big Pharma took notice. Pfizer was an early investor, and XtalPi raised over $700 million in a funding round led by SoftBank Vision Fund and Tencent.
Another one is Velo Health, which is building digital twins of human biology using AI and real-world clinical data. Their platform, Opal, integrates genomics, proteomics, and patient outcomes to simulate how new drugs will behave across populations.
And they're targeting diseases from Alzheimer's to cardiovascular disorders, rapidly identifying candidates and modeling their efficacy across diverse demographic datasets, something traditional methods struggle with.
Valo's data-first model attracted KKR, who backed them with nearly $300 million. They've even filed to go public, signaling how AI-native biotech is entering the big leagues.
And let's not forget AbbVie, which uses generative AI and synthetic biology to create custom antibodies and protein therapies from scratch. Their platform can simulate billions of biologic candidates, predict their functionality, and recommend top options for lab synthesis.
In one case, they reduced the time needed to design a viable antibody candidate from months to under 6 weeks. And now they're working with pharma partners to design next-gen biologics faster than ever.
And here's the kicker. These AI-first biotechs are not replacing big pharma. They're becoming the R&D engines for it. Pfizer, Sanofi, Bayer, Roche, and Novartis have all formed multi-billion-dollar partnerships with these AI-native firms.
Because let's be honest, big pharma can't match the speed, scale, and iterative learning capabilities of these platforms. By outsourcing or co-developing with AI specialists, they reduce risk and accelerate time to market by years.
And they're seeing ROI. According to a 2024 Bain report, pharma companies partnering with AI-first firms are experiencing a 65% increase in pipeline velocity and 25 to 30% reductions in preclinical R&D costs.
So at this point, AI isn't just helping scientists, it's leading scientific discovery. These companies are proof that we've entered the age of AI-generated medicines, built not by chance, but by algorithms trained on biological reality.
And if this momentum holds, we're looking at a future where the fastest path to a new drug isn't through a lab, but through a GPU cluster trained on human biology.
And that officially wraps our segment on AI in drug discovery. But the revolution doesn't stop here, because next, we're diving into how AI is reshaping personalized medicine and genomics, one genome at a time.
AI is also revolutionizing personalized medicine, the ability to tailor treatments to an individual's genetic profile, lifestyle, and medical history.
That's right. Instead of a one-size-fits-all approach, AI can analyze genomic data, patient records, and real-time health monitoring to develop customized treatment plans. 23andMe uses AI to analyze genetic markers for conditions like Alzheimer's, cancer, and heart disease. AI predicts individual disease risks based on DNA analysis and suggests preventive measures tailored to each person. Tempus uses AI to match cancer patients with the best treatments based on genetic profiles and historical treatment data. Their AI-driven precision medicine approach has increased treatment success rates by 34% for certain cancers.
The future of medicine is moving toward highly customized treatments powered by AI-driven genomic analysis, reducing trial and error prescriptions and improving patient outcomes.
AI-powered robotics are assisting surgeons in performing complex procedures with unparalleled precision. Da Vinci's AI-assisted surgical system helps surgeons perform minimally invasive surgeries with greater accuracy and fewer complications. AI algorithms adjust surgical movements in real time, reducing errors by 40%.
Hospitals like Cedars-Sinai and Cleveland Clinic use AI for automated patient monitoring, AI-driven scheduling, and predictive staffing. AI optimizes resource allocation, reducing patient wait times by 20% and cutting operational costs. Smart hospitals are becoming the norm, with AI helping manage everything from bed availability to medication dosage recommendations.
So, where is AI taking healthcare next? We're already seeing developments in AI powered drug synthesis, nanomedicine, and even AI designed prosthetics.
Companies like Neuralink are developing AI-powered brain implants to help paralyzed patients regain movement and allow direct brain-computer communication. AI is designing microscopic robots that can target cancer cells with unprecedented precision, eliminating tumors without damaging healthy tissue. DeepMind's AlphaFold is predicting 3D protein structures with near-perfect accuracy, opening the door for new treatments and synthetic biology innovations.
For hospitals, biotech companies, and pharmaceutical firms looking to integrate AI, here are the key takeaways. AI powered diagnostics will surpass human accuracy, providing faster, more precise disease detection. AI driven drug discovery will accelerate R&D timelines, cutting costs and bringing new treatments to market faster. AI personalized medicine will redefine healthcare, customizing treatment plans for better patient outcomes. Smart hospitals will optimize operations and improve patient care. AI-driven efficiency is the future of healthcare.
AI is not replacing doctors, it's augmenting their capabilities and helping them deliver better care, faster, and at lower costs. The future of medicine is AI-driven, data-powered, and precision-focused.
All right, let's shift gears to the operating room. Literally, AI is not just analyzing data anymore. It's physically assisting in surgeries and transforming how hospitals function behind the scenes.
Absolutely. This is where AI meets robotics and automation, enhancing surgical precision, reducing recovery times, and optimizing how entire hospital systems operate. From intelligent scheduling to autonomous monitoring, AI is building the smart hospital ecosystem.
Let's start in the OR. AI-powered robotic surgery platforms are augmenting the skills of human surgeons, offering better dexterity, precision, and consistency than even the steadiest hands.
And the leader in this space? Intuitive Surgical's Da Vinci system. It's the most widely adopted robotic surgical platform in the world, used in over 10 million procedures globally, from prostatectomies to gynecological and cardiac surgeries. The Da Vinci robot uses AI-guided motion scaling, tremor reduction, and real-time feedback to assist surgeons during minimally invasive procedures. A 2023 meta-analysis published in The Lancet Digital Health showed that Da Vinci-assisted surgeries had 40% fewer complications, shorter hospital stays, by 2.3 days on average, and 15% faster recovery times than traditional methods. It also creates surgical performance analytics, allowing hospitals to train and benchmark surgeons using AI feedback.
And we're seeing new competitors enter the scene, like CMR Surgical in the UK with their Versus robot, lighter, modular, and AI optimized for smaller hospital setups. Already deployed in over 20 countries, including India and the UAE, Versus enables AI-powered ergonomics and remote performance feedback. Clinical studies show that hospitals using Versus experienced a 25% increase in minimally invasive procedures, reducing patient recovery times and post-op complications. Now let's step outside the operating room. Hospitals are incredibly complex systems: beds, staff, diagnostics, medications, scheduling, and AI is now the brain managing that system.
Smart hospitals are using AI to monitor patients 24/7, forecast ICU demand, manage staff shifts, and even prevent infections, all in real time. Cleveland Clinic deployed an AI-powered command center developed with GE Healthcare that uses predictive analytics to monitor real-time patient status and resource availability. The system reduced emergency room overcrowding and cut ICU transfer delays by 34%. It also improved bed turnover time by 22%, helping accommodate more critical patients faster. Mount Sinai Hospital in New York uses an AI system trained on EHR data to predict which patients are at risk of cardiac arrest or sepsis up to 48 hours before symptoms emerge. The system flagged over 500 high-risk cases in a pilot program and helped reduce mortality from undetected sepsis by 17%.
And you wouldn't think of it as glamorous, but scheduling and staffing are major pain points in healthcare. AI is helping predict demand patterns and automate optimal staffing, reducing burnout and boosting efficiency.
Exactly. Hospitals like Cedars-Sinai and Johns Hopkins are using AI-powered workforce platforms that analyze historical patient volumes, surgery durations, and no-show probabilities to assign operating rooms, staff, and support services dynamically. By implementing AI for OR scheduling and patient flow management, Cedars-Sinai reduced elective surgery delays by 28% and improved staff utilization by 19%. It also reduced unnecessary overtime costs, saving the hospital over $5 million annually.
Of course, the more automated a hospital becomes, the more data we're moving through sensors, cloud systems, and edge devices. So, data security and medical device regulations are front and center.
Absolutely. The FDA now requires clearance for all AI-powered surgical systems and monitoring devices. Systems like Da Vinci undergo rigorous post-market surveillance, and some vendors now offer real-time anomaly detection, flagging any software drift or unexpected outcomes.
And hospitals are doubling down on cybersecurity AI, too. Johns Hopkins launched an AI firewall system that monitors data traffic for anomalies, preventing ransomware attacks and patient record breaches.
Here's what the data shows from recent industry reports. Robotic-assisted surgeries, 40% reduction in complication rates. Smart hospital resource allocation, 30% increase in bed utilization efficiency. Predictive staffing, 28% reduction in scheduling delays. Early patient deterioration detection, 48-hour lead time increase in sepsis mortality reduced by 17%. And all of that adds up to better patient care, reduced clinician burnout, and massive savings for hospitals. According to a 2025 Deloitte report, AI implementation in smart hospitals can reduce operational costs by $25 to $30 million annually, depending on size.
So far, we've seen AI revolutionize diagnostics, drug development, personalized care, and hospital operations. But the future? It's going way beyond data analysis. We're talking about AI-powered prosthetics, brain-computer interfaces, nanomedicine, organ regeneration, things that sounded like sci-fi 5 years ago and are now in clinical development.
Exactly. We're witnessing a shift from AI as an assistant to AI as an active agent in reshaping how medicine is developed, delivered, and even designed at the molecular and neurological levels. Let's explore where the frontier is being pushed today. Let's start with the brain. Neuralink, led by Elon Musk, is developing AI-powered brain implants that connect the human brain to external digital systems. In 2024, they received FDA approval for human trials, and the first patient was implanted in early 2025. The implant uses 1,024 ultra-thin electrodes, allowing people with paralysis to control a computer or phone directly with their thoughts. Initial tests showed the patient using a cursor on screen, aided by AI that learns and adapts to the user's neural signals.
And while Neuralink focuses on implanting directly into the brain, Synchron takes a less invasive approach, implanting the device via blood vessels. It's already been used in humans in the US and Australia to restore digital communication for amyotrophic lateral sclerosis patients. Both companies are part of a larger movement toward AI-powered neuroprosthetics, aiming to restore motor function, treat epilepsy, or even reverse blindness through direct brain interfaces.
This one's a game changer. AlphaFold, developed by DeepMind, cracked one of the biggest problems in biology, accurately predicting how proteins fold in 3D, something scientists had struggled with for 50 years. In 2023, AlphaFold expanded to predict the structure of over 200 million proteins, basically mapping out the entire protein universe for biologists and pharmaceutical companies. And pharma giants like Novartis, Pfizer, and Sanofi are now integrating AlphaFold data into their R&D to identify drug targets faster and design new molecules that interact precisely with disease-causing proteins.
Meanwhile, Exscientia, a UK-based AI drug design company, is using AI to autonomously generate, optimize, and test drug candidates. They've already advanced multiple compounds into human clinical trials. Their platform combines deep learning, reinforcement learning, and large biological data sets to generate treatment candidates in oncology, inflammation, and rare diseases. In 2022, they partnered with Sanofi in a $5.2 billion deal to co-develop 15 AI-designed drugs, highlighting how seriously Big Pharma is betting on autonomous AI discovery.
At Harvard's Weiss Institute, researchers are using AI to design DNA-based nanorobots that can deliver drugs to tumor cells with surgical precision, without damaging healthy tissue. These nanobots are activated only in the presence of specific cancer markers and are guided by AI-trained models that simulate tumor environments. In mouse models, They've shown remarkable success in shrinking tumors while preserving surrounding cells.
Yes, this one's wild. United Therapeutics, in collaboration with 3D Systems, is using AI to help design 3D printed lungs for transplant. They've already printed functional scaffolds that mimic real lung structures at a cellular level. AI models are used to map vasculature, simulate airflow, and manage tissue growth in bioreactors. It's still in preclinical stages, but this could be a solution to organ shortages within the next decade.
Looking ahead, we're going to see entire clinical workflows governed by AI, from admission to discharge. Think of a system where diagnostics, prescriptions, care plans, and even patient education are personalized and automated. Companies like Babylon Health and Cure AI are already piloting these models in developing countries, delivering AI-driven diagnostics and consultations to millions with limited physician access.
And in industrialized nations, we're seeing the rise of AI command centers that oversee patient flow, medication safety, infection control, and financial forecasting, all from a single real-time interface. According to a 2025 report by CB Insights, over $60 billion has been invested in next-gen AI healthcare platforms over the past 5 years, driven by a mix of biotech firms, big pharma, and deep tech startups.
And a joint forecast by Gartner and Deloitte suggests that by 2032, up to 70% of all new drugs will be developed using AI-first pipelines, and over 50% of surgeries will involve some form of AI or robotics.
The age of reactive medicine is ending. We're entering an era of predictive, personalized, and preventative care, where AI isn't just a supporting tool, it's at the core of how healthcare works.
And whether you're a hospital administrator, biotech investor, researcher, or startup founder, the message is clear. AI isn't the future of medicine. It's the present, and it's accelerating fast.
So if you're listening to this and wondering how to engage, start with where the need is greatest: diagnostics, patient flow, drug R&D, or personalized care. The tools are here. The use cases are proven. It's time to lead or risk falling behind.
If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to subscribe so you never miss an update. And if you found value in our discussion, share it with friends, colleagues, or anyone curious about the impact of AI. Spreading awareness is one of the most powerful ways to create a better understanding of this transformative technology.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep decoding AI. This is Emma Clark
And Michael Reynolds signing off from AI Decoded. See you next time.